What's going on, guys? Jada Black here. Salute to everybody tuning in. I want to talk about Chloe Bailey. She is trending heavy on X right now due to her interaction that she had with people due to her posting about her love of comic books, and also she did a bit of a cosplay of Storm. Storm, the Marvel character, who has yet to be officially cast, but there is speculation that Jamie Lawson, who was in Sinners, has been added to that role. You wonder why I say this? Well, she decided to go in on a lot of people. Actually, I actually chronicled this on my website. I had to dust off my website, and I had went and compiled all of the tweets there. All right, so you didn't have to go look for them, right? So I had to dust off the website, and I compiled everything, a bit of a timeline. I might have missed one or two things, but I think I got the majority of the things that the reason why she's trending as heavy as she is. I'll link this in the description box. Y'all can go check it out. But we're going to talk about this because now they're trying to bring in colorism. They think that because she's a bit lighter complected, that she's trying to take the role from a dark-skinned woman. I mean, this is just the insanity of these heifers, who I think are actually males behind these stan accounts. I think these are dudes. That's why they're going in on her, because they wish they probably were her. And again, I've had my disagreements on certain things in regards to Chloe Bailey, but I think it's weird how all these people are taking a post where she talked about her love of comic books and being a bit nerdy. I've always thought Chloe was a bit of a nerd. I think out of her and her sister Hallie, I think she was the bigger nerd of the two. And this is not to disparage her. I mean, that's just the vibe I get, because people thought that what's going on in Hallie's life would happen with Chloe. Hallie's a single mother now. She dated DDG, right? I believe she's been dating this other new guy. And Chloe has been out here twerking and dressing provocatively, but you don't see her tied up in any type of drama. She doesn't have any kids. And I saw one comment on X where they was talking about how, she is a bit of a pretender. How she's not what she tries to make herself out to be. Right? I said the same thing about Suki Hana. I think Suki Hana is fooling y'all. You can go look at her most recent interview. I think I spoke about it recently in one of my videos, and I talked about how Suki Hana, she gave not as much now, right? But when people started to know her and she did weird things and was hyper sexual, that was all a front just to get, just to make money and to get famous, right? And she even admitted that's what it was about, right? And I think that's the same thing with Chloe. I think that they had this vision of what they wanted her to be. I think they told her to go into this role of this, hyper sexual woman that shows off her body, that twerks. But when it came to her personal life, it just seemed very contrived. There was really no relationship that really seemed genuine. She didn't have any children out of wedlock. You don't see her getting into drama with other women, except for the women that don't like her on social media that she tends to get into it with. But it just seems like it was all a facade, and I think that's why people are turning on her. I think people are turning on her because they thought that she'd be messy, she'd have a messy dating life, she'd be a single mother, she'd be a stereotype. And because she's not a stereotype, they are attacking her, which is why I knew this whole thing wouldn't work. This whole trying to change her image drastically from what it was, I just knew it wasn't going to work, because that's not who Chloe is. Chloe she'll push the envelope, but she won't go too far. And that is because that's not who she is. I think at heart, I do think she's a good girl. I do think that she's somebody who, was probably a little more conservative than people want to believe. I think that's just who she is. I just don't think she's naturally a messy person. I think she actually cares about her career. but I think that she had a bunch of fake people at first who claim to support her, but really doesn't. I think that's why you're seeing her crash out on social media. I made a video recently about her going off on this dude on TikTok because he didn't like the way that she looked. People thought she was being thin-skinned. I just think Chloe realizes she ain't got no real fans. And it's very unfortunate, but that's the reality. That's the reality. You don't have real fans. You don't have real supporters. Now let's go to this. Let me show y'all this. This is again from, I'll put the link to my site where I have everything chronicled. Now, she responded to this. Actually, it was this. Someone said, Chloe Bailey as Storm would send me into an astral plane. She said, same. And then someone says, if you play Storm, the MCU would be saved. And then she posted this. And these are photos of her sort of dressed like a bit of a Storm of the streets, right? Again, what I told y'all about Chloe pushing the envelope, but she doesn't really go too far, right? She'll push it, but she doesn't go too far, right? She's barely clothed here. But I guess this is supposed to be her cosplay of Storm. But if she ever was to be considered to play Storm, they would never let her dress like this. Not no Marvel film. And then she posted this about being a black girl who likes to make beats, build Legos, and read comics. Again, I think she's a bit of a nerd. Nothing wrong with that, but I think that's who she is. And this person wrote, "Can you just get off the internet, bro?" Like, and then she responded by saying, "No, help, block me. But I think you want to keep seeing me and saying my name. How about you get off the internet and get a job? I got a job, several. You know my name, yet I don't know yours. Your mother must be proud." And then this person responded by saying, "All your flop ass do is respond to people on here. Go sell some records." No. And then she responded by saying, "Go to hell, jobless hoe, and show your face. Already know it's ugly because if it was cute, it would have been up. Scary ass." And then this was one of the last ones that I saw. Maybe she has more. I think she responded to some fans in the comment section. I couldn't get all the screenshots on here on my site, but go figure. Anyway, says, "Nope, I don't give a F. People talk bleep about me anyway. Y'all know I'm a comic and superhero girly. This ain't nothing new. I even dressed as Storm for Halloween. And I'm a black woman, fully black. I'm having fun. I don't care anymore." Well, I think that what she's saying about having fun, I think that she genuinely likes going back and forth with people now. I think that's where she's at with it. I think she likes going back and forth with people. Where is that? She talked about it. I wasn't able to put up. She responded to a dude or whoever and said that she gets off on the haters. So she enjoys this. You know, when you've been a celebrity, like she's been a celebrity since she was, a young preteen, and she never really had the opportunity to really be regular. And now she has the opportunity to talk and speak the way that she wants to. I just wish she'd be more of herself. Instead of trying to be what these people want you to be yourself. You know, hell, start streaming. Drake streaming. Ain't he one of the biggest artists in the world, y'all claim? Chloe should start streaming as well and interacting, right? People may see a different side of her that may like her. But I think, yeah, she's tired of people trolling her. Doesn't mean that all the criticisms are wrong. No, I don't think she'd play a good Storm at all. I just think that she's responding, but everything Chloe does is very calculating. But I just don't think she'd be up for that role. They have they're not looking for another Halle Berry for that role. They're just not. But again, the criticism just shows y'all that these people don't support her no more. They don't see her as an authentic bad girl, right? They don't see her as like what they would see her sister Halle as, right? Because Halle gets a ton of support on social media. Whenever she has issues with DDG, these heifers and these males, they are defending her. They are defending her, but you don't see the same with Chloe. They all got smoke for her. Now, she does have people supporting her, but I just think that for the most part, I just don't think that people really support her like that. anymore. I think they feel like she's a bit of a fraud, that she's not authentic. They feel like she was cosplaying in more ways than one, and so they're using this whole Storm thing against her in order to find some fault with her. So again, I'll link my site in the description box. Y'all go and check out the posts, and let me know your thoughts in the comment section. And make sure y'all like this video if you haven't, hyped this video. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, click notification bell, and I'll see y'all next one.